welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make fideo. Fideo is a Mexican soup. It is a tomato-based soup with these little noodles in it. These noodles are fideo noodles. They're also called vermicelli noodles. In my grocery store, we find them in the Mexican food aisles because fideo is a very common dish where I'm at. The difference in the fideo that I'm making today and a traditional fideo is I'm making what's called Fideo Loco. I live very close to San Antonio, and in this area, Fideo Loco is very popular. So instead of just the tomato broth and the noodles, we're adding in a bunch of extra stuff. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get a cast iron skillet, heat it up with a little bit of oil. You're going to take your fideo noodles, and guys, these look just like spaghetti noodles except they are broken into small pieces. So what you're going to do is pour this into your pan. I'm using 2 boxes. Okay, and you're going to stir this around in the oil. You need to watch it carefully. What you're doing here is toasting your noodles. It's very important that you do that. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer and let you look into the pan. All right, so it's important that you toast the noodles. It helps absorb the flavor. Okay, so these are now toasted. I'm going to get a bowl and we're going to take them out. My noodles are out. I'm going to add in my ground meat. On. This is when I'm going to season my meat. I don't like to do it beforehand just because we do use such a high fat count that I feel like the seasoning washes away. Well, that's kind of a lot of salt. I probably won't add any more salt to this meal because that was a lot. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my onion. I will be adding potatoes to this after the onions kind of cook down a little bit, so that the potatoes need a lot of salt anyway. So it's okay that I put so much salt in with the meat just because the potatoes absorb all of that salt. All right, so the onions have cooked for a couple of minutes. They're not done yet, but I want to go ahead and add in the tomatoes. Okay, so we're going to let this cook for a little bit. I kind of want those potatoes to fry in some of the grease. I left some of the grease from the meat in the skillet, so I'm going to let some of those potatoes fry in that. They're not going to get soft all the way just because they're going to cook in the broth at the end. Okay, so you can see my daughter outside. I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick stir. It's not done. I just want to put the lid on it. It helps trap the heat and it'll help the potatoes cook a little bit faster. Okay, so the potatoes are starting to soften. They're just starting to soften, so they're not soft yet, but I want to go ahead and season it with garlic powder and onion powder. Okay, I'm not going to add any more salt and pepper yet just because I added so much to the meat. I'm going to add in some tomato sauce. I like to add in diced tomatoes. Whew, I did not open that all the way. Give me 1 second. Much better. Okay, I'm going to mix this around. Okay, and then I'm going to add in some chicken broth, about 2 cups, maybe a little bit more. Okay, because the potatoes are not done, that's going to absorb a lot of that liquid. I might have to add in more chicken broth when I put in the noodles. What I'm going to do now is let this come to a boil, bring it down to a simmer, put the lid back on, and kind of let it cook together. And then I'll taste it for seasonings and make sure I don't need to add any more salt or pepper or anything else. And then I will add in the noodles. Before I do that, I have a serrano pepper. It's washed. The stem is still on, that's fine. I'm not gonna dice it, I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. All that does is kind of release some of the flavor into the broth. It doesn't really add a whole lot of heat. The heat comes from the seeds and the membranes in the pepper. So what I'm going to do, that's not boiling yet. What I'll do is I leave it in there, I cook it with the broth, and then if anybody wants to eat it, they can have it on their plate. All right, so I tried the broth and it's really good. I'm just checking the potatoes right now to see if they're done. And I think they can go a little bit longer before I put the noodles in. The noodles are only going to take about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer because they're toasted. And I don't want the potatoes to turn mushy, but I also don't want them to still be kind of raw. So I'm going to leave the lid on and let it cook for another 5 minutes or so. Okay, so the potatoes are almost done. I'm going to mix this around a little bit. I'll leave the serrano pepper in there. And then I'm going to add in my noodles. And I can already tell that this is going to need some more chicken broth. All right, so that was 4 cups of broth total. 1 can of diced tomatoes with the juice, and 1 small can of tomato sauce. All right, I'm gonna put the lid back on this and let it cook until the noodles are done. While that's cooking, I'm gonna take my tortillas. I use these, they're from H-E-B, it's our local grocery store. I say local, we don't have one in our town. We have to drive to the next town to go to a grocery store. But these are fresh, they make them in the store. And what you do is you take a tortilla, you put it on a hot, I call it a comal, just a flat cast iron skillet. Not quite hot yet. I have 2 of them going, but what you'll do is you'll put this on the skillet until it blisters up and it'll cook all the way through. You can tell the tortillas are almost ready because they start to puff up. I'm going to flip it one more time, get some color on the other side, and it should be ready. Okay, you'll see that this is puffing up pretty big. You want to be careful when it's like this because if you poke a hole in it, you're going to get burned. So normally I'll pat it down and release all the steam. You're about to see a lot of traffic in my kitchen. This is what it typically looks like on a normal day. And with a large family, I wouldn't have it any other way. Good, I am recording. Okay. You gonna wave? Going pretty good. I love you. Does it look good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can we take off the lid?
Yep. I can.
Yeah, and then it'll be hot.
Yep.
Oh, that is really good.
You recognize it, huh? You want the pepper? No.
Well, bye.
Bye. Love you. Ah, no. Why do y'all always want to steal tortillas? They're delicious. All right. So this is done. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off the heat. I'm going to leave the lid on it and just let it set until the tortillas are all the way done. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to turn this back on for just a little bit. I do have about 2 cups of beans I need to add into it and get them warmed up. They're already cooked, so it should not take long. You can use canned beans for this, or you can make your own. It does not matter. All right, and with the beans in there, it looks like we're going to need a little bit more liquid, so I'm just going to add in some water this time. All right, and I'm just going to let this cook until the beans are cooked through. So this is Tyler. I have to raise the camera. He's too tall. Here is the final product. We normally just serve this in a bowl with some tortillas on the side. If you could please subscribe to my channel and help me grow, I would really appreciate it.